I think in some ways, the skyline of a city can be compared to a human face, that you can read into those features an enormous amount of a city's personality.
New York is a city of tall buildings. That's its essential identity. The Twin Towers were limited in many ways, but they were maximum skyline. And for a lot of people, they were part of orienting yourself in New York because you could see them from almost everywhere. And with it gone, you feel that loss. And I think in the end, it's a struggle for New York to get its city back.
New York City's response to 9/11 and the immediate aftermath was exemplary. It was just, I think, wonderful in terms of people genuinely opening their hearts and literally, in many cases, embracing each other. People who had nothing in common except geography, suddenly realizing they had everything in common. They were a family, one community. And I think that's fantastic. And I think it felt great at the time. You know, it didn't last forever. It wasn't ever going to last forever. It would be nice, you know, to have that kumbaya moment just go on and on and on and on. Ain't gonna happen, ain't ever gonna happen, and ain't ever gonna happen here. Here you have perhaps the most valuable 16 acres on the face of the earth. And suddenly, it's gone. And these 16 acres at the center of the cosmos are empty and fair game. What fills that vacuum depends on who you are. And the tug of war began immediately.
Less than 2 months ago, Larry Silverstein's real estate company spent more than $3 billion to lease the World Trade Center towers for 99 years. Last Tuesday, he not only suffered a professional loss when the landmark buildings came crashing down, but a personal one as well. Several of his employees are among the missing.
I've had the most gut-wrenching experience of my life. And to lose for my people, their families, the devastation that's been wrought to that part of Manhattan.
Many people see that site now really as hallowed ground because there are thousands of bodies that are entombed there. I mean, should we build a structure on that site?
Well, I believe we should.
One of the things people forget about the event and the redevelopment is this little special period of time between the Tuesday of the attack and the Friday when George Bush came to town. He was touring the site, and someone he was speaking to the hard hats who were cleaning the place up, standing on this pile of God knows what, and someone said, "I can't hear you." And he said, fairly famously,
"I can hear you!" I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
As the "this was an attack on our freedom" narrative came into being, the site was being asked to do the impossible, to also be a symbol of defiant renewal, or a symbol of vengeance, or a symbol of healing. You know, it's just not what skyscrapers do. All of a sudden, there's this idea that this building is somehow going to do something architectural that will magically make everyone feel better.